So I am definitely not the only person who wants Lori Lightfoot to know that just because the name Ringmaster sounds fancy does not mean that what they're running isn't a goddamn circus. It's still a circus. It's still a circus full of a bunch of clowns at the end of the day. So as we talk about this topic, I want us to remember basically what I've been covering on this channel for a long ass time. That politicians, no matter what side of the aisle in this country, want people to take their ass, even when there's a remote work option. They want people to take their ass into the office. They want them to be spending money on the ground. They want them to be spending coin in the streets, wherever they find themselves. They want them out and about in the city. Meanwhile, these same politicians won't give any COVID relief. And I mean, they are dragging their feet when it comes to basic things that people need to survive this fucking pandemic. We ain't even talking about stimulus checks that them hoes promised. The list goes on and on and on. And like I said, it comes from both sides of the aisle because both sides are putting profits over people, right? So we have to look at everything through that perspective. So in that light, I just want us to be aware of what people like Lori Lightfoot are doing in these crazy ass times. So, Chicago public schools are canceling class again for the fourth school day in a row as Mayor Lori Lightfoot and the teachers union continue their dispute over remote learning and reopening. There are a lot of people who are arguing, and I think it's disingenuous because, like I said, you want kids out of the house so parents can take their ass to fucking work. That's the main goal of the government at this point. Not to make it so that the human population in their country is healthy enough to take their ass to work or has enough precautions to take their ass to work, in person. Even though there are remote options for a lot of people. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit, bitch. They want money and they want that shit now. Okay, they want taxi hoes, they want to tax that shit now. They want the economy to be up and they want that shit up now. They want to be fed, they want to keep exploiting, they want that shit now. So, like I said, instead of investing in ways and pausing shit so people you can get the precautions ready, you can build the infrastructure, they just want to keep going full speed ahead. Full speed ahead. And the teachers union is literally saying, hey girls, like, we need to shut this shit down. We need to shut this, we need to figure it out. There's a fucking surge going on right now. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. If Trump was in office right now, y'all would be dragging the shit out of his ass. Y'all be dragging the shit out of his ass. But so what? What? The worst shit we've seen since the pandemic started. And what? What now? What? This is from Illinois Policy. After the Chicago Teachers Union voted to return to remote learning, Chicago public schools canceled classes on January 5th. Teachers attempted logging into Google Classrooms on January 5th only to find that they'd been locked out at the behest of Mayor Lori Lightfoot. The Chicago Teachers Union and teachers took to Twitter, starting the hashtag Lori Lockout. CPS, Chicago Public Schools, is considering the union's actions an illegal work stoppage. And Lightfoot warned teachers who do not show up that they'll be on no pay status. They'll be on no pay status. Without a compromise, the city will pursue a lawsuit alleging illegal labor practices. Lori Lightfoot said regarding like the teachers union, I guess anybody who's like working in schools and does not want to expose themselves to the fucking virus. She said they abandoned their posts and they abandoned kids and their families. She's saying all this. Meanwhile, her staff are allowed, they've been given permission to work from home, like work remotely. Lori Lightfoot's fucking staff, city staff, or whatever, like they've been allowed to work remote. They've been allowed to work remotely. So it's like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? What are y'all talking about? Like, you cannot claim to care about teachers and care about students and all that shit while fucking kids, hospitalizations, y'all said Omicron got that shit rising. Y'all said that teachers are telling you, employees are telling you what they need to feel safe, to feel like they can do their goddamn job, to feel like they can protect their kids in their classrooms. They're telling you like, bitch, yes, of course remote learning is not ideal for everybody. It's not ideal, bitch, but the virus ain't either. It's not ideal. The virus ain't ideal for the fucking human body, bitch. So, bitch, are you gonna have remote learning? You have dead kids, girl. Y'all hoes think y'all fucking Professor. Y'all hoes think y'all Professor X so bad. Y'all think y'all Professor Xavier from X-Men so fucking bad, bitch. That motherfucker walked around with dead kids in his school for ages, bitch. I mean, every time a super villain popped up, bitch, they knew exactly what spot to blow up the X-Mansion. The X-Mansion. Y'all think y'all Charles Xavier so bad. The teacher is saying, hey, guess what, girl? I'm not gonna put myself at risk. I'm not gonna put my kids, the kids in my classroom at risk. This shit doesn't make any sense. Let's do remote learning until we can figure out, until the surge dies down, until we figure out what the hell going on. And you wanna put these teachers on no pay status. That is insane to me. Chicago Sun-Times says, Chicago Teachers Union President Jesse Sharkey on Monday accused Mayor Lori Lightfoot of being relentlessly stupid in her dealings with the union and in trying to reach a deal to restart schools. This is what the president of the teachers union said. The mayor is saying she is going to be relentless in prosecuting a case, but the mayor is not a prosecutor and I am not a criminal being prosecuted. Our members are not people who have done anything wrong. The mayor is being relentless, but she's being relentlessly stupid, relentlessly stubborn. So the article goes on to say that the teachers union presented a revised proposal on Saturday that called for remote classes most of this week and a return to in-person classes the following Tuesday. Lori Lightfoot told union leaders, you're not listening, and demanded teachers return to classrooms. So I just don't understand, as a politician, as a mayor, as somebody who's supposed to be taking care of your fucking constituents and your people are telling you what the fuck they need. Y'all putting profit over people. Again, profit over people. Take your ass into work. Get your kids out your house. Get your kids out your house so you can take your asses to fucking work. Bitch, we don't need to shut this shit down. That's what y'all saying. We don't need to shut none of this shit down. It's just absolutely stupid to me, like the president said. And you know it's stupid because if Lori had taken the money that the feds gave her silly ass, she looking like the Mad Hatter over here. Don't she look like the fucking Mad Hatter? If Lori had taken a coin that the feds gave her silly ass and actually invested it into some kind of sensible infrastructure in the fucking schools, them bitches wouldn't be scrambling around now. Lori Lightfoot used $950 million of COVID relief money to pay off the city's debt and increase their budget. This is coming from WTTW Chicago. Mayor Lori Lightfoot's plan to close a projected $733 million budget gap in 2022 relies on $385 million in federal relief funds. Also, if you remember this, in February, the Chicago Tribune said Mayor Lori Lightfoot's administration spent $281.5 million in federal COVID relief money on Chicago Police Department personnel costs. Alderman Daniel LaSpata last summer called on the mayor to put federal money toward housing relief or other programs to help struggling residents. He said he and many other aldermen, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, heard from the residents that they did not want federal money targeted toward police payroll. That's the last thing people wanted, to infuse hundreds of millions more dollars into the police department right now. And aldermen are just elected by the constituents and they serve on the city council. They represent the residents there, right? I think they have like 4-year terms on the council. So it's like, people are telling you exactly what they need. The residents are telling you what they need. The teachers are telling you what they need. The union is telling you what they need. The representative of the residents are telling you what the fuck they need. And this woman is just out here, what is she doing? What the fuck is she doing? Like saying, hey, guess what? You bitches ain't gonna get no pay if you don't want to be exposed to this fucking virus that's taking kids out. Like, but yeah, all this shit is a mess and everybody is just, it's just a whole, like I said before, it's just a whole unorganized, foolish, idiotic, like completely off they rocker built ass circus. Completely. Hate to see it. On that note, love y'all so much. Please stay safe. If you like this video, make sure you check out my Patreon at patreon.com/AdrianExpression and make sure that you have, as best as you can, goddammit, a good goddamn evening.
Give me your wig. Give me your wig. You don't know what to do.